Yeah, she's really the headline queen that comes out of there. I haven't seen a headline about anyone else in like 2 years. Sarah Huron, why don't you tell us what made you go whoa this week?
Well, I mean, Wednesday of this week was pretty much just one jaw drop after another, to say the least. We were all Elle Woods, we were all lawyers yesterday. There was so much legal news to unpack. And I think, the Bill Cosby news was pretty shocking and devastating and upsetting. He was released from jail yesterday after serving around 2 years of his 10-year sentence. There was something going on with the evidence and how the trial went. I don't even freaking know, but all I know is
a technicality. After 58 women came forward to say that he drugged and raped them.
It's horrible.
Where is the justice in this world? Where?
We're missing the justice for that, for all of Bill Cosby's survivors. And at the NXIVM of it all, Allison Mack got 3 years in jail for her role as the main recruiter for Keith Raniere. And I personally just don't think that's enough either.
Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. She branded these women.
Yes, she was, she did apologize, but a little too late for me, homegirl. Like you recruited, ruined so many people's lives. And thinking about the fact that she might serve more time than Bill Cosby, I guess, is also upsetting, even though I think they both deserve a lot more time than they're going to do. It's just, the whole thing is upsetting. And I think we need to really look inward a little bit here and try to figure out what the hell is going on, because it's not right.
No, and like so many slights to women, like the Britney Spears news, Bill Cosby, Allison Mack recruiting and branding and helping with the rape of women. It just seems like they're pushed to the side this week legally by the courts, on paper. Gross, horrible legal stuff. Gwen, all of those I'm sure made you go whoa and scream angrily as I did. But what made you go whoa this week?
A little bit lighter. Have you guys seen Lizzo with her little blonde pixie and bleached brows? She looked good as hell, of course. But the hilarious thing that made me go whoa was that a lot of her fans thought she looked like one Kris Jenner. And I found that totally hilarious. But, she had like this dramatic dot makeup that a makeup artist had done for her. And she just looked amazing. It was like a totally new Lizzo. But anything that Lizzo does or wears, she's got that confidence. And there is nothing hotter than that. So made me go, whoa, but also, wow, I love you, Lizzo. And if you guys haven't seen the pictures, you know what to do. Go to usmagazine.com/stylish for all the celebrity, beauty, and style news of the week.
Perfect.
Lovely. Lizzo really can't do no wrong. Keep clapping those cheeks on TikTok. I love every second of it. My woe this week was Meghan McCain leaving The View. Sources were saying that ABC begged her to stay on, and she was like, "No, I'm out of here. They are mean to me. I am leaving." That's paraphrasing what the sources said, but that's how I like it to imagine it went down. But I don't know why it shocked me so much. She's sort of beaten on by the other women. She doesn't really sort of fit into the group as much, even though she serves her part as the more conservative host. But I just never thought she handled everything really well, and she took things really, really personally, even when they weren't about her at all. But I was still sort of shocked that she was leaving. Did you guys share this, or were you like, oh no, this totally makes sense, she's gonna dip?
I don't watch The View regularly, but I do watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen every night. And Meghan McCain is on it pretty frequently, actually. She's a huge Housewives fan. And I think Andy likes to have different kinds of voices. And they, during the election, they would talk pretty candidly about things. And it was interesting to watch. And in the past, Meghan was always very clear and wanted everyone to know, no, we get along offset, we fight about politics, but Joy's my friend, whoever's my friend. She was always said that repeatedly, wanted to make that known. But post maternity leave, something changed, and I think she got a little bit more sensitive, or maybe just the disconnect of being gone in coronavirus, not in the studio, and then coming back. I think she had a very rough transition back into the show. There was that whole moment where Joy or Whoopi said they didn't miss her, and I think she took that very personally. So I'm not surprised, just because the difference between Meghan a couple years ago and Meghan now, it has been different. So it's interesting though, because I think she gets a lot of headlines for the show, good or bad. So I think it makes sense they'd want her to stay, because she's, polarizing.
Yeah, she's really the headline queen that comes out of there. I haven't seen a headline about anyone else in like 2 years.
I couldn't even name the other two co-hosts besides Joy and Whoopi. Who's still on that panel?
That's a
Sarah?
very good question.
It's a very good question, Sarah.
Well, we'll answer that next week because none of us know. So goodbye to Meghan McCain. Yeah, so experts. Not really our wheelhouse, even though it is.